Well, we are starting things off with some breaking news this morning as the Freeman School District is now on a 2-hour delay. The district says this delay is due to a power outage in the area. At 9 a.m., they will decide whether or not to cancel school for the day. So, of course, we will be keeping track of this and we'll update you here on Up with Krem. Now, because of this school delay, we checked with Inland Power's website to see how many customers are without power. Right now, it's affecting about 500 of their customers. Again, we're trying to keep track of this situation for you, so we'll continue bringing you the latest information here on Up with Krem and on our website, krem.com.
So let's take a live look outside right now at some of this active weather. This is of North Spokane right now. You can see the snow is sticking to the ground. And yeah, it looks like it's not as heavy right now in this area in North Spokane, but earlier we saw really thick white flakes coming down, especially in the higher elevations. More so rain in the downtown area, but we are seeing kind of that wintry mix right now. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Up with Krem on this Friday. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Channing Curtis. Well, since it is such an active weather day, we have to send it over to our weather expert, meteorologist Thomas Patrick. Because, Thomas, you've been telling us about the rain, the snow, and all of this that's impacting our area this morning.
Yeah, you could say it's generally a wintry mix, but more specifically, it's an elevation-dependent precipitation type. It's been rain at lower elevations like in downtown Spokane, but snow at higher elevations like you just saw out of Northtown. Same look here at our South Hills studios, though a lot of our sidewalks and patios, the snow had a hard time even sticking, so I think the grass is going to see those accumulations more than, say, the roadways. Notice how we are not going to get too much more snowfall as the drier air is pushing out and pushing this precipitation towards the south and east. So probably only going to get another 15 minutes worth of snowfall over downtown Spokane. We'll say about 20 to 30 minutes here from our South Hill studios, about a half an hour to 45 minutes more of snowfall for Coeur d'Alene. Latest from the National Weather Service is that Bonners Ferry and Sandpoint have been removed from the winter weather advisory. It's been canceled early because it's no longer snowing in those areas. Really, just our mountain passes are going to get the heaviest snow throughout the day. Here's a live look over Coeur d'Alene. Wet or slushy roads, but snowy grass, snow-covered grass at the moment. So again, very elevation-dependent precipitation. Even Airway Heights currently reporting a wintry mix at the moment. And while we might not see any big-time road condition deterioration today, I think that changes tomorrow when our temperatures do drop below freezing. So watch out for more snow or perhaps even black ice heading into Saturday morning.
Today, Providence Hospital is facing a court hearing in a lawsuit alleging that it puts profit over people. The state attorney general says it sent low-income patients to debt collectors. So this morning, Krem 2's Brandon T. Jones is joining us live right now. So Brandon, how many people exactly were impacted by this?
Yeah, Channing, so 36,000 different accounts were sent to debt collectors, according to Washington State Attorney General Bob Ferguson. So with that said, these accounts were eligible for reduced or free medical care due to the state's Charity Care Act, but patients were never notified. The AG's office filed this suit back in February of 2022, accusing Providence of unfair and deceptive practices that sent low-income patients into bad debt. Both Providence Sacred Heart and Providence Holy Family here in Spokane were listed on the lawsuit. One woman was charged $86,000 after being in the hospital for 2 weeks. Insurance reduced the cost to $2,000, but she says it was still too much to pay.
I wasn't buying much in the way of groceries, so I was cold. I was not getting a reasonable diet because what you buy when you don't have money.
Providence denies the allegations. In a statement, they say, quote, "We hold ourselves to the highest standards and do not condone billing or collection practices that take advantage of the patients we serve, especially those who are vulnerable." They went on to say the hospital's charity care policies meet and in many cases exceed federal and state law. The hearing for that lawsuit is set to begin at 8:30 this morning over in King County. Reporting live in Spokane, Brandon T. Jones, Krem 2 News.
So this lawsuit comes as the Seattle Sounders announced Providence will be their new jersey sponsor. But this new partnership is drawing some backlash from fans. Some fans say Providence's policies around low-income patients, abortion rights, and gender-affirming care do not align with the team's values. The Washington State Department of Health's website shows Providence's health insurance does not cover most abortion-related services because of religious objection. The co-president of the team's biggest fan club, the Emerald City Supporters, says this partnership is problematic for many reasons.
I'm not quite sure that Sounders, even at a significant partnership level with an organization like Providence, are going to be able to change Providence's behavior.
In a statement, the Sounders say it's been actively listening to feedback, but continue to be proud of our partnership with Providence and all that it can do. Providence also releasing a statement of its own, calling the allegation misinformation.
It's 7:06 right now. Let's take a look at your morning rush. More news in less time. Spokane police are asking for your help finding a man who abandoned a stolen car. Officers responded to a shoplifting call back on January 12th. When they tried to confront the alleged shoplifter, he took off, leaving behind his car. Now, police searched the car and found 6 guns, a stolen e-bike, and thousands of pills. Police also discovered that the car was stolen. So, if you know anything about who this man is, please contact the email at the email address on your screen. New overnight, a person is dead and 2 others injured after a shooting in Richland. Richland police say that this happened around 10 a.m. yesterday morning. Police found 2 people shot in the street and 1 person dead in a nearby home. The gunman left the area immediately after the shooting and still has not been found. Well, investigators say they've discovered new evidence in the case of a missing 5-year-old Fruitland boy who has been missing for almost 2 years. The evidence was discovered during a search of a house where 5-year-old Michael Vaughn was last seen. It has been sent to a DNA lab for further testing, but the results will take some time to get back. Michael went missing in July of 2021. A woman who lived in the home that police searched has been charged with failure to report the death of Michael. Well, Idaho could soon have a 3rd federal judge. Senators Mike Crapo and Jim Risch have introduced new legislation to create an additional federal district judge in Idaho. Now, currently the state is just one of 3 states with just 2, along with North Dakota and Vermont. The senators say with Idaho's growing population, another judge is needed to help with their growing caseload. And the 17th ranked Gonzaga women's basketball team's winning streak continued last night with the victory over Loyola Marymount. The Zags swept their first half of conference play at 10-0. They next take on Pepperdine at the Kennel tomorrow. Tip-off is set for 2 p.m. as the Zags go for 14 games in a row. And that's a look at your morning rush.